Hello and welcome to Sri Lanka's premier sports hub, ThePapare.com, as we review week 5 of the Dialog Champions League here at Football 360. It was a very hectic week for almost all the sides. Week 5 was the third match for them inside a week, so a lot was taken out from these sides, especially the outstation clubs who had to travel a lot, where their squad depths and the fitness levels were tested. As we look at Upcountry Lions versus Army SC, the first match of week 5. Well, in the past couple of encounters, it was Army SC who thrashed Upcountry Lions, but this was a different scenario here at the Jayatilaka Stadium, where Upcountry Lions gave a good fight, but ultimately the superiority of Army SC was on show as they won the match 2-0 with Madhushan De Silva, the Army skipper, scoring twice. And even though Lions lost, they played a way better game than in the previous seasons. The next match was a Civil Security Force versus Nigamba Youth, the bottom of Group A clash, desperate for wins both the sides, but it was Nigamba Youth who thrashed Civil Security 7-0. Coming out all guns blazing, while Civil Security Force is all but relegated from the Champions League, and with their next two matches. And even though Lions lost, they played a way better game than in the previous seasons. They've shown the Civil Security Force can even get a point out of those two matches. While talking about Nigamba Youth, they are still not out of danger, still in the bottom 3 and scrapping out with Mathura City in the relegation battle. That match would be coming up in the next few weeks, and 3 points is definitely needed for Nigamba Youth if they are to be in the Champions League next season. The other match at the Police Park was Police SC versus Air Force SC. Now Police coming off a win, while Air Force were stunned at their own home ground at Ekala by Super Sun in midweek, a 1-0 loss. And this time around, Police SC securing an all-important point against a tougher opponent, while Air Force SC would be disappointed not to come away with 3 points against Police SC. So Air Force SC's Super 8 dreams hangs in the balance, and they will need to win at least another 3 matches in the upcoming weeks. Super Sun SC versus New Youngs SC was played at the Vernon Fernando Stadium, with both teams coming off morale boosting wins. New Youngs SC defeated Saunders SC 2-1 at the Albert F. Pires grounds, while Super Sun, as I said earlier, stunned Air Force in a 1-0 win. However, it was New Youngs SC who were leading at half-time, courtesy of an own goal from Dinesh Aberatna. But soon after half-time, it was Duodu Joseph who equalized, and in that ding-dong battle, Hasita Priyankara made it 2-1 for the visitors from close range. New Youngs, of course, coming into the match with a few injuries, not having their regulars, and during the match as well, there were a couple of injuries, especially to Krishan Fernando, the standing-in goalkeeper, who got injured, and it was Hasita Priyankara who replaced him in between the posts, as Super Sun SC got a penalty through Ahmad Rijmak, who came on as a substitute a few seconds earlier. But the never-say-die attitude of New Youngs SC prevailed in the end, with a last-minute header from Mohammad Mujikan, giving New Youngs an all-important 3 points away from home. So in the coming into the last couple of weeks, New Youngs SC would definitely hope to get their injured players healed, because coming into the Super 8 now, they've already qualified for the Super 8s, so it will be a big battle for them. Mathura City versus Solid SC was played at the Mathura Football Complex. Now the bottom of a group playing against the top of the group, and on paper it looked like another thumping win for Solid SC, but it ended 1-1 with Mathura City getting their first point against the high-riding Solid SC, while Mathura City will need to at least take a point in every match here on in if they are to B in this Champions League as they are scrapping with the Negombo Youth in the relegation battle. Navy versus ThePapare Youth at the Navy base in Valisara. Again, Navy not playing their usual dominant style of football that they showed in the last couple of seasons. Even at home, they've been not performing well. They drew with Java Lane in last week and this week as well. Just a 1-0 win against ThePapare Youth. While ThePapare Youth, though they will be disappointed not to come away with at least a point for their bravery, will take a lot of heart going into the next couple of weeks with these performances, and they will need to get few points if they are to avoid relegation. The last match of week 5 was a thriller at the Caledonia Football Complex between arch rivals Saunders SC and Java Lane SC. Now Saunders SC midweek loss for them, 2-1 loss against New Youngs, while Java Lane, even though they had a couple of good performances away from home where they drew against Navy at Valisara and then lost just 1-0 against Renown a couple of days earlier at the same venue. And Java Lane took an early lead through Naveen Jude, a calm and composed finish from him, taking advantage of a defensive lapse from Dumindu Hettiarachchi and Rohana Ruwantilaka, and their new goalkeeper, the veteran former Sri Lanka goalkeeper Asanka Viraj. But the first 10-15 minutes was definitely with Java Lane, but there on in, Saunders clearly took the upper hand with 2 penalties being given inside that half, all of them created by Suntaraj Niresh. And just before half time, he got a goal himself as they led 3-1 going into half time, while Muhammad Alim missed a chance soon after half time to make it 3-2, and on the other end Saunders hit back to make it 4-1 before Java Lane got their second, but a little too late for them. And looking at Java Lane's position in the points table, they are in the relegation battle, so the next couple of weeks would be definitely crucial for the Q Points Road lads. We'll look at the points table of Group A and Group B at the end of week 5, with Solid SC leading Group A with 10 points. Army SC having only played 3 games with 9 points, and then Colombo FC and Blue Star also on 9 points, even though Blue Star has a goal difference of -2. They make the top 4. Upcountry Lions, of course, has 7 points, Crystal Palace 4, Negombo Youth with that win against Civil Security Force has 3 points, Mathura City with 1 point, and Civil Security Force without any points and a goal difference of 20. And they haven't been able to score any at all. While in Group B, it is Renown SC who has all 12 points from their 4 matches. New Youngs has played 5 to get their 12 points. Air Force and Navy making the top 4 with 7 points each. Saunders SC on 6, Police with 5, and the bottom 3 is Supersun SC on 3, and ThePapare Youth and Java Lane on 2 points. So that's it as we reviewed week 5 of the Dialog Champions League 2016 on Football 360. So do join us again next time as we review week 6, and just a reminder to catch the live action on the weekend starting at 3:15 p.m. as we bring you 1 match each day on Saturday and Sunday. Until then, this is me, Navod Vijay Vikrama, signing off for ThePapare.com, sharing the passion.